Hey everybody, Robert Rambles here, and welcome back to WoW Classic Vanilla, the Bloodsail Buccaneers server, and our Hardcore Priest playthrough. Welcome back, guys. I've been away from the game for a day because in the big snowstorm that kind of demolished a lot of the country, we lost power for about 24 hours. Which I'm actually grateful for because a lot of worse things have happened throughout the country because of the storm. So I actually consider us very lucky. That being said, yeah, lost power from about 6 p.m. Friday night till about the same time on Saturday. And that is why the lack of some uploads over the past couple days, I'm sure. Alright, what is going on with my Questie here? I think that because I changed some Questie settings for the Rogue playthrough, that it changed them for this playthrough as well. And I do need to decide, like, how I'm going to use Questie uniformly, if I'm going to use it, and what kind of features I'm going to use. Somebody pointed out that I tend to, like, change some things in each playthrough. They seem to think it was because I was appeasing people, like viewers, so that's not the case. I change things because sometimes I have different ideas about how I think it will be most enjoyable or most immersive. So I do often change things, but usually when I change something, it's for myself to see if it's a way that I like to play. And it's definitely not reactionary, really, to... I'll ask for opinions, but I'm usually not going to change something just because people ask me to. Not unless it's something that I end up really liking for myself. So I hope that makes sense. I have been playing with Questie in different ways on different characters and trying to figure out its place in my hardcore runs. I don't really like all the map clutter of Questie as far as like the objective tracking. I kind of wish it would do more of what the in-game tracking does and just kind of create like a circled area for the quest to tell you to look to search that area instead of pinging each individual thing with like its own little dot. I really wish it would just circle the area. And maybe there's a setting or something I can do to clean that up a little bit, I'm not sure. What do we have there? Willow, Bracers of the Owl. I think that's going to be good for us. I don't think we have bracers with stats. Yeah, there we go. Hey, that's a great first drop of the session. I like it. The actual snowfall we got here where I'm at, I mean, it was a lot of snow. It was like, it seemed like it was 8 or 9 inches of snowfall. But I kept shoveling pretty consistently to keep things clear. And also, it was really warm that day. And it was really warm the following day, so a lot of it melted pretty quickly. But there were those initial hours when it was really coming down, when you didn't have a lot of visibility and it was piling up frighteningly fast. But then I see things that happen in other parts of the country and I realize, oh yeah, we had it really easy here where I'm at, so I'm just considering myself lucky. Heaped within this boat is a pile of wrapped corpses, and looking east across Lordomere Lake, an opposing dock on Fenris Isle can be seen. The fate of the corpses must lie on Fenris Isle. Among the corpses, a hand protrudes, unwrapped. It is the hand of a woman, pockmarked from the plague, but relatively fresh. On the hand is a ring. Removing the ring and inspecting it reveals an engraving. For Delia. Well, okay. Let's run this back, and then I believe we have to go down here to get amulets. Yeah, the pendants, right? Rawhide Clues is complete. And we could probably do Baron's Peril. So what we're doing now, I'm going to stick with the in-game quest tracker for this. The reason why, I feel like the in-game quest tracker is just being native to the game client. It's less abrasive on the eyes. It's smaller than how I had Questie, but it's more easily readable. And it only lets you track 5 at a time. So that'll minimize how much clutter is over here. Where often, if I'm not managing Questie will be tracking everything, and we'll have this long list of quests that are not relevant to what we're working on. So I'll try to just have the quest up here that we are actively pursuing. And right now I do have objective tracking on the maps turned off. And yeah, so all these settings, it's a work in progress. I love getting feedback from you guys on what you like and what you don't like. But ultimately, I'm always going to pick what seems to work best for me and what I enjoy the most. But I think it's a mistake to like do one thing and then always just keep doing that thing for the sake of being consistent. I do think that there is room always to refine ideas and refine playstyles. And that's something that I'm definitely interested in and something that I definitely plan to continue to do. Especially in these hardcore runs. The hardcore run we're doing now is completely different than what we started on the Shaman, and I like that process of really getting to know the playstyle over time and how to use some add-ons and some other tools to make it more enjoyable and more immersive. But not necessarily to make it more challenging, because it's already really challenging to survive, even with all the add-ons and tools and all that stuff. You are going to be down below, I guess.
Speak quickly.
Rambles, you return, so I assume your investigation bore fruit. You say that this ring was worn by a woman recently killed. The only nearby source of such a body would be the mass graves in Tirisfal. The Rodhide Knolls must be taking those captive corpses to Fenris Isle. Before we launch an assault on Fenris Isle, we must determine who is behind the Rodhide Knolls. Our apothecaries believe their origin lies within the strange fluid that flows through their bodies. Go to Fenris Isle, east of the Decrepit Ferry, and collect the Rodhide Ichor from the Knolls you find there. Bring it to Apothecary Renferil, stationed outside the Sepulchre.
Embrace the shadow.
Okay, you have another quest.
What is it?
If you want to find the husband or beloved who gave Delia her ring, then speak with Magistrate Severin in Brill. He should have records of recent deaths and with luck can discover who Delia is.
Our time will come.
We can certainly do that. Somebody has journeyed to Hillsbred Foothills. Looks like it's going to be Apothecary Renferil.
What is it?
How many quests are we working with here? 18 out of 20. The Royal Apothecary Society is under extreme pressure from the Dark Lady to develop a new plague. We are working diligently and have made much progress. It is our belief that the success will be achieved much faster if we share information amongst the Society. For that reason, I want you to deliver my latest findings to Apothecary Leyden in Terran Mill, a small town nestled in the Hillsbred Foothills. The journey will be a long one. Head south and stick to the roads. Follow the signs closely.
Dark Lady, watch over you.
We will do that eventually. We have another Ergel's Folly. Ergel's Folly is that for SFK?
I'm listening.
Oh, these are the Pyrewood Shackles. We don't need anything from this quest, so we could try to tackle it solo at a higher level. We could probably get it done on the Priest, but we don't really need any of the items. So I don't think tackling an elite village is going to be worth it if we don't need any of the quest rewards. You know what I mean? I just don't think it would be worth it. I don't really remember what level SFK is in vanilla. By Wrath of the Lich King, you can do it at like level 19. I don't know if that's the case. You guys let me know, but I feel like maybe we'll be looking for a group soon for Shadowfang Keep. Now, the thing to remember on hardcore about dungeons, a couple of things. Obviously, we can only group with other hardcore players. On this server, that's not going to be a problem because everyone is basically a hardcore player. So that's not a problem. The other thing to keep in mind is we can only do each dungeon one time. It's supposed to be realistic and hardcore, so the concept of one character killing the same boss over and over and over again doesn't really make sense. So in hardcore, you can only kill each boss once per character, so you can only clear a dungeon one time. That's the other thing. So whatever we get to drop, whatever drops is what drops. We're not going to get to go back in to like try to get the robes or try to get the shoulders or whatever. So that's going to be an interesting experience. It obviously makes loot drops a lot more valuable. Because not only are you potentially going to be needing against other players, but you're only going to be able to down that boss a single time. It's interesting. To me, it's the reason why, like, it helps to have a production profession where you can make some gear for yourself. Because otherwise you're going to get into a position where gear is going to be incredibly hard to come by, I think, later on in leveling especially. When there's just not as many dungeons to do, the dungeons are more deadly. It's kind of what scares me about the rogue a little bit, is being a DPS class and only being able to, you know, do self-found gear and only being able to clear runs once. I'm just worried that without having leatherworking, we're just not going to have gear. That's kind of what worries me about the rogue. Alright, so we're looking for pendants from protectors, and I think a couple of other guys as well. Would really help to have some buffs up. And it would probably help to focus up. It's always weird for me when I go a whole day without playing the game. It takes me a minute to kind of sink back into things. Luckily we're fighting underlevel guys here, so not a lot of danger. But yeah, barring any other power outages, the plan going forward, guys, is to have one episode of each character each day. So while we have 2 playthroughs going, expect that we'll see them each every day. That is my plan. I know it didn't happen. We got off to a kind of a bad start. I put that episode 1 live, and then the same day my power went out. And I had one more priest video recorded that was going to go up the same day, but I held off on it to have some content over the weekend. Hope you guys don't mind. But yeah, there should be one video each day going forward. That's my plan. It's not often worth it to do more than that. I don't think you guys have the time in life for 3 hours of rambles doing hardcore. I don't think anybody should spend their time that way. And I kind of like splitting it evenly if we have 2 characters going. I kind of started the rogue early. I intended originally to wait till we made it to the level 30s, but I've honestly been feeling so confident on the priest that I just don't see anything taking us out anytime soon. Now the rogue, I have no idea. The rogue is going to be another story entirely. The rogue could go far, or the rogue could die at level 10. I really don't know how that's going to go. That's what makes it interesting. I feel like I'm pretty decent on the rogue. But as far as just not getting killed, I'm not sure. But I do have some understanding of how to play the rogue. More so than I had of the warlock. He resisted Shadow Word Pain. What a jerk. I don't really know if I want to take two of them on. Not mages. The mages are going to be hurling fireballs at us. That's going to eat through our shield pretty quick, so let's go over here instead. Probably a little bit too close to the road. I know there's a patrol that goes up and down it. Luckily, these serpents have 0 health, essentially. We're able to hit them, and the one wand strike takes them out. That's the kind of pet that I don't mind. Alright, we're looking for 2 more pendants. Let's just deal with this patrol really quick. Alright, that is all we need. We do have our hearthstone set at the sepulcher. That's true. Do we have anything else going on here? Rothhide Ichor is on the island. Baron's Peril. Here we go. We need to find Baron's Peril. That's going to be south of us. I think we can maybe take this road here that leads south out of Ambermill. And we should be able to find Baron's Peril. And so yeah, that's what I mean when I say, so we're using Questie. We can see where quest turn-ins are and where some pickups are at, but I'm not tracking the map objectives. So that kind of adds that element back in of me either remembering or thinking about where they're at. As opposed to just looking for the little dots on the map. It's really helpful, right? It's really helpful to know like where stuff is, so you can just go right to it. I have enough of a memory of stuff that we can get to stuff pretty accurately most of the time anyway. And I just don't like all the clutter on the map ultimately. I could probably make it so that we see it on the map but not the mini-map. I don't know, like I said, it's a work in progress. Curious to know how you guys feel about it. I kind of like the clean map. We can always, if we absolutely can't find something, we can flip the objective tracking back on, find it, and then turn it back off. So it's not, if we get really stuck, I'm not gonna stay stuck. We're gonna use the tools that we have when we need to, but we just don't always need to. I guess that's the point. Sometimes it is fine to explore a little bit and try to find it on our own. So we have located it here somewhere. We just need to find the pathway that goes up to it. Somewhere along this mountainside, there will be a trail that leads us up and to a mine. And then there should be ghouls up there, from what I recall. Maybe this is it. We are in combat with something. Dalaran Watcher. Here we go. Judging by the lack of enemies out here, yeah, see, somebody's inside here. What's going on with this? How is this person looking? They're looking like they could use a heal. Oh, they were grouped up. They were fine. They didn't really need my help. Didn't really need my help. Oh, hi there. Yeah, now we're probably going to expect respawns all over the place in here, so we should be careful. These guys are level 20, so they could kill us. It could happen. I don't know if there's a good reason for us to work to the back of this cave. Could be a loot box back there somewhere, I suppose. Could just get us completely surrounded. We'll kill a little bit more back there, and then once we're at halfway for both, maybe we'll head out. We're getting a lot more guardians than we are drudgers. So there's that. Okay, how are we gonna deal with this? This looks bad. How we're gonna deal with that is by not engaging with it at all in any way. We are gonna safely retreat out of here and make a smart choice. Well, there's no guys out here. I don't know if there are usually many. Usually there's like a couple of ghouls up here and by the entrance. I really don't want to deal with that back room. But we do need 4 more drudgers. And, well, so far none of the ones up here have respawned, surprisingly. So, we'll do what we have to do here and see if we can't figure this out, I guess. What could we do? We have a fear, but they're going to be immune to fear, right? They are going to be immune to fear. We have some potions. We probably want to just get the bigger ones out at this point. At this point, we need the bigger ones. Who is going to be most dangerous here? Probably this guy. Get our shield back up now. It wasn't the cleanest thing we've done, but it wasn't terrible either. These level 21 guys, they're gonna need a second Mind Blast. Yeah, yep. Anything above level 20, we gotta give it that second Mind Blast. If I pull him here, he's not going to run over here and do any kind of weird pathing, is he? Because that would really be unfortunate for us. Line of sight issues are happening for sure. Alright, this is gonna get annoying. Oh, there we go, we got him. Even this guy can go ahead and eat another Mind Blast here. Is this patrol gonna come around here on this side of things? Doesn't look like it. You have to think that by now there'd be at least 1 or 2 respawns out the way that we came. You would think that, but we might be wrong. Or there will be respawns and they just won't be the type that we need. That could happen too. What's up with the guys that are supposed to be in the beginning part of this cave? Okay, here's one guy. Here he is. We need you, buddy. We need you. We need you, and we would like it if you could find us a friend. Here we go. These are the guys I was talking about. Okay, not ideal. Not ideal. Nope, not him, not him. Alright. We need to get this under control. Like, right away. He's just eating through Power Word Shield, man. 2 seconds left till we can renew. There we go. We should be good, but this was a little bit too close for me. We do have potions we could pop if we absolutely needed to, but one more enemy coming from behind us. Could have been the end of it there. Could have been the end of it. Gotta be more careful fighting at level guys, I know that. Trying to take a couple more risks. Like, doing this quest right now is a little bit of a risk. But I feel like that does add some excitement, whereas if we're being safe all the time, then not so much. We'll make smart choices, or we'll try to, but sometimes we will do quests like this that are convenient to do, but a little bit challenging. I wouldn't have wanted to come back down here just for this quest later. So it's good to do it now. And actually, I think we might be able to hearth out of here after we kill this guy. I don't really think we're gonna need our hearthstone for anything else right now today, so yeah, let's go ahead and hit it. Let's get back and turn things in.
What would you ask of death?
We must hurry, their plans must not come to fruition, or we may lose our hold on Silverpine Forest. Dalar has found that the weaving is quite far along despite the setback. A wizard of great power is guiding the magic energy. He must be stopped quickly. An archmage of great power is overseeing the reactivation of the ley energy node. With the progress they have made, our only hope of stopping them is by killing him. It will be difficult. He is no doubt protected by many other mages and warders. You must go, and you must dispatch him quickly. When he is dead, retrieve his staff for me. Go now.
Beware the living.
That's like another wand reward that we're not going to need, I'm pretty sure. Now, what level was that one? I think we could do this one. We're going to have to get into the town hall building in Ambermill, which is going to be a little bit of a challenge. I feel like we're up to it. Let's go do the Rothhide Ichor. We'll do that first. Oh, I did spend our level 20 talent point too. I don't think I did this on recording, but I put it into improved power word shield. So it's increasing the amount absorbed by that additional 5%. We'll do 10% and then 15% with 3 points in it. And after that, we'll go into improved power word fortitude, which is going to be increasing the effectiveness by 15%. Which is it's going to give us more health, right? And as we've seen, we're going to need to have more health if we start actually taking hits. It's going to help us out a lot. We don't have to go ferry to ferry, we can just swim across the lake anywhere, but I think this is the shortest distance between 2 points where we can run. I don't need to fight you, so I'd rather not aggro you. I don't know what you're for or why you're here, but... Fenwick Thatros. Are we going to be sent back to take care of that guy at some point? He's a Forsaken, it looks like. I don't know why he's aggressive to us, but I would love to find out what his story is. If any of y'all know, or where we can get a quest involving him, that would be nice. Because I don't think I've ever done anything with that guy. Pow Ward Noob, the priest, dead at level 19. Silverpine Forest to a Rawhide Savage. Oh, that's where we're at right now. I'm pretty sure he died over here. His last words were... yeah. Last words. Those are pretty pretty accurate last words, actually. Okay, yeah, it was probably some of these guys that took him out, so we should be careful. I thought there was a quest too to get like Murloc tumors. Maybe we need to turn in that one breadcrumb back in the Undercity. Oh, we got the talking head. Perfect. You don't look like a Rawhide. Good, I had lost hope. My name is Alaric, and I was once Thul's head servant and body... He was his head servant. He used his magic to protect me from the plague of undeath, but instead his spell gave me an unlife from which I cannot escape. And after creating the cursed Rawhide Gnolls, Thul beheaded me, and gave my head to the Gnolls as a plaything. Please, take me to my body. I believe the Gnolls buried it here in Fenris Keep, near the stable in an unmarked grave. Alright, yeah, we can do that. It's gonna be back this way. Fighting through here is gonna be a challenge, especially if the respawn rate decides to go bonkers on us. Then again, some of these guys are only level 16. So if we're careful, we should be okay. But that you can say that about anything. Yeah, I don't like that. Let's let him come out a little more. We grab him now, we should get him on his own. We didn't get him on his own. How rude is that? Four minutes. Spirit reduced by 3. Yeah, I don't like that at all. What a jerk. Let's just try to be meticulous in clearing these guys out so that we can't get any ads patrolling in from our sides or anything like that. I'm going to zoom the camera out a little bit in this area as well. You You guys know I like to play close into the action and see all the details and animations and stuff, but in areas like this I do need to start to learn to pan out a little bit and be a little bit more aware of our surroundings. The great thing is these guys don't seem to have any inclination to run away from us. And I really appreciate that. I'm kind of hoping this guy does not have a heal, but yeah, it looks like he does. Oh no, it wasn't a heal, it was something. Sunder armor? Not really sure what he did to us there. We've got a hunter nearby, which could be useful. Let's give him a buff. And then we'll clear over to this side. We're going this way, but clearing some of these guys out could be helpful. I think eventually we have to work our way into the keep for some reason. I don't really remember why. And I don't know if we want to do it now or if we're going to need to come back here for some reason. I'm going to help this guy's pet out a little bit. Pull this guy off of him. Hey, we're getting some wool cloth off of these guys. That's pretty awesome. Alright, you go there, and I'll go here. It makes things so much easier when you passively cooperate with people in the world. It's going to turn this into what could have been a deadly situation for either of us into something so much better. We've got incoming up here. I'm gonna let him actually get a tag off on some of these guys. That would be polite of us. I'm sure he's looking for Icar too. Thank you, Rambles. I had feared the gnolls had destroyed my body. It is good to know they did not. I know of a hidden niche within the keep that holds an item dear to Thule and his old colleagues. It also holds something you might find useful. Take me there. So yeah, we are going into the keep. We are going into the keep. That is going to end up being remarkably dangerous. But it looks like maybe our greenskin friend here, that's his actual name, is going to come with us. Uh-oh, he went one way, we went another way. Oh, he saw us! Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate the attentiveness. I don't think he's going into the keep. So I think we part ways here, but I really appreciated the help clearing through there. That made it a lot more enjoyable and a lot easier. Now we have to play a little bit smarter. This reduces strength, agility, and intellect. Man, we're getting hit by reduced spirit, reduced intellect. Just getting hit by all kinds of nasty stuff. Learning our level 20 spells would probably be a good idea. I don't want to mess with that room at all. Yeah, I'd rather mess with this guy. We got some cloth shoulders? Are you kidding me? You know how long it usually takes to get a pair of shoulders? It usually takes me forever to find any shoulders. That is a really good find. Alright, we're gonna focus fire these down. It's gonna be how we do this. He's trying to heal his pet, but... Okay. It was a little bit risky, but with two of us here, it turns out that it's fine. If he backs up anymore, he's going to go up here. Yeah, I guess maybe the item is up here, or the cabinets that we're looking for. We are If we're not getting the killing blow, then we're not proccing Spirit Tab. I didn't realize how much Ichor that we still needed. And yeah, there it is. It's not much of a cabinet. It is a dusty shelf. There we are. It's open. Leave me here. I spent the best days of my life in this keep, and the thought of resting within its walls gives me comfort. Fool once told me that long ago he had two colleagues created a magic wand woven together from the apprentice wands of each mage. Alright, we'll check that out in a minute. Let's think about, how are we going to get out of here? Is there a safe way? That does not look safe. We still need Ichor, but we can get out of here at least. If we can get out of here somewhat safely, that would be good. Having a power word shield up would also be a great idea. Yeah, at some point here we have to cut the cord because we have to be going after our own items. But it was really fun adventuring with Greenskin. I don't see, to me, like, we weren't grouping, so we didn't violate any hardcore rules. You're not allowed to group with people, but you can definitely fight side by side just naturally. And I really like that experience. Because people get to choose, you know, he didn't have to help me, and I didn't have to help him. We could have been different people who, you know, he could have been someone who wanted to get me killed, or vice versa. We took a chance on each other, and we fought to the top of that keep together, knowing that at any moment, the other person could mess up. And we could get in trouble from that. But, you know, we pulled through it together, and that was a really great experience to have. Now, if we both live to get out of this keep, that would be even better. And if I can get the rest of my items on the way out here, that would be awesome too. I'll even give the pet a little fortitude. I'm sure he could use it. Alright, we need 2 more of the item. Let's focus on that, and then we can run ourselves back to the sepulcher. Try to focus on getting the guys who are all alone. The drop rate seems like it's actually pretty bad. I'm really surprised that we didn't get it by clearing out all of those guys back in the keep. Although we weren't looting all of them, that's true. Because they weren't all our loot. One more. Who will be our lucky knoll? Yeah, we should definitely back up if we don't want to pull an extra guy here. Wanding would be good too. And there we go, we're done. Alright, let's make our way relatively safely back to town here. We can avoid some of these guys. But we might not be able to avoid all of them. They are not immune to fear. He resisted it, but it didn't say he was immune to it. Alright, so we do need to make a trip to the Undercity, and we will eventually have to make a trip out to Brill. Maybe we can do that here today. We need to talk to Magistrate Severin in Brill, and then we have to go to the Apothecary Society in the Undercity. So maybe we get this turned in, we jump a quick flight, and we get some of that running around done today. Because I feel like we're going to be headed back into the Barrens next. That's what I think. I think we'll be going back to the Barrens to do all these green quests that we still have. Hoping that none of them turn gray at level 21. There's some stuff in Stone Talon, but nothing is green there yet. We do have to think about going to the Zoram stand within the next few levels. There's a level 19 quest out that way in Ashenvale to kill Naga.
Hello. Hello. Watch you.
Okay, so first thing is first. Let's go to... Well, they're both on opposite sides. I thought we had a quest to turn into the Apothecarium, but now I'm not seeing that. Let me double check. Brill. Bet they're in the Mage Quarter. Oh, these... We have 2 that go to the Mage Quarter. Okay. And that goes to Hillsbred Foothills. Okay, so we have... Both of these quests are going to the same guy. For some reason I thought one of them was going to the Apothecarium and one of them was going to the Magic Quarter. That is not the case. Oops. We are also at a point where we can make at least one of these. I am going to do that right now over here, probably at the tailoring person. We'll have to get a fine thread. We could almost make 2. Tailoring supplies.
Be quick about your business.
Probably still making reinforced linen capes for skill ups. Maybe we ought to work on some of that really quick. That being said, maybe we ought to sell some crap out of our inventory first to have a little bit of space. That could be good. Okay, just making sure that it wasn't somehow better. Just making sure. Oh, we have another 8-slot bag. Didn't see that. Let's equip that.
Beware, our enemies abound.
Yeah, I think we make a bunch of these until it goes green and just see what skill ups we can get and see what other patterns we could learn. Oh, that was the bag that we made. I'm stupid. I found that in my inventory, like, oh, look, a bag. It's like, no, Robert, that's the one you just made, silly. Sometimes I'm obviously like completely absent-minded about stuff. You guys know that. I'm really impressed with how much gold we have. I'm kind of fearful that it's because we need to, train. We need the train, right? That would be good. I don't know if I'll do all these now. Maybe this will be something that I let run as I log out, right? Maybe I let that run, because creating all of those is going to take a while. I'm going to make all of them because I feel like making all of them and then selling the bolts that we don't need is gonna get us some more silver, so we'll do that. We can't. It's not like we can sell the cloth on the auction house or anything, so there's not really much other use for it. I'm not going to do first aid on this character.
I am forsaken.
Rodhide Origins. My studies require great concentration, so I hope your visit is not a frivolous one. This substance is laced with powerful spells, some of which I have not seen for a long, long time. One moment, I must invoke a spell of divination. Okay. Go ahead and do that. No, it can't be. Rambles, I have the information you seek, so this is the follow-up. This Ichor was crafted by an old colleague of mine, Thule Ravenclaw. He was a young, promising mage before the Great War, but when the Lich King rose to power, he betrayed his brethren and allied with the Scourge. I did not realize he still lives, nor that he leads the Rodhides in their forays against us. I know many of his spells and can help concoct a potion to counter them. Take the scroll back to Apothecary Renferal. It has the incantations needed for the potion.
Beware the living.
Fair. What is this? Thule had our woven wand? I thought it was lost when our friendship sundered and he sided with the Lich King. He must not have invoked its power, for if he had, I would have sensed it, and it is good that he did not use it. This is a marvelous find. You have my gratitude, Rambles, and will be rewarded. Oh, that is an actual decent reward.
Trust no one.
I appreciate a green pant upgrade. That's actually great. Look how close we are to hitting at level 21, guys. Pretty great. Let's head over to the War Quarter, and we will train level 20, because I'm pretty sure we haven't done that yet. And I'd like to get that done really quick.
I'm listening.
Ooh, that's a lot of stuff. That's why we have so much gold. Okay, Inner Fire rank 2. Let's... Oh, can we not have these both up at the same time? Oh, that's so bad. Why is that? I wonder why it takes the place of that window. Shackle Undead. Could be useful. Resurrect we don't need. Flash Heal. Yes. Holy Fire. Rank 1. Yes. Renew rank 3. Soothe Mind. Reducing the range at which they will attack you could come in handy. And Touch of Weakness, rank 2. We'll grab this.
Victory for Sylvanas.
Okay, let's fix our bars really quick. Inner Fire, rank 2. Power Word Shield, I don't know. Yeah, we had rank 3 out. Shackle Undead, we can put over here. Renew rank 3. Holy Fire. It's a 3.5 second cast. Causes 78 to 98 holy damage and an additional 30 holy damage over... Maybe we can open with this. What could I move here? Let's do this. And maybe we can see about opening with that. I don't know. It seems like a big chunk of damage on a long cast time. Galuid the Warrior has died at level 6 in Duratar. Rip, man. Just go again. It was a fluke. Just go again. And I think that is all that we need to do. Alright, that is perfect. Guys, I am going to take a break here for the day. When we pick things up, we will head over to Brill, and then I think we're going to jump on the Zeppelin and head back over into the Barrens to continue some of our green questing that's going on over that way. Pretty sure we're wrapping up most of what we're going to be able to do in Silverpine. We might have a handful of quests left. But we'll be doing more in the Barrens, we'll be doing more in Stone Talon. Eventually, we will be putting our toes into Ashenvale to see how things go there. But yeah, I'm really excited to have hit level 20 and kind of come past it. And now we're going to be entering this new phase of the game. Pretty soon, we're going to start stepping our foot into zones that we have never played in hardcore before. And to me, that is going to be very exciting. Thank you guys so much for being here for this journey. I really do appreciate you guys spending your time here with me. It does mean the world to me. So take care of yourselves out there in the real world and take care of each other. And we'll see you back here again very soon. Bye for now.